Welcome back to Don's Life. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining today. A few months ago, I had the opportunity to unbox and review the SetPower RV45D Pro dual zone fridge and freezer. And I've had a chance to put it to use. Let me share some more of my findings. Let's go. First off, if you didn't see the unboxing and the setup of this fridge freezer combo right here, I'll leave a link up above. You can click on that or check out the video description below. Watch that video first. So I have been using this now for a couple of months. We recently took it on a pretty decent road trip down to the United States from here in central Canada. We had it in and out of the box of the truck, in and out of the cab of the truck, even in and out of the hotel room. And I can tell you this handle with the wheels sure came in handy for that. I truly have to say, having a setup like this with a fridge and a freezer combo is truly convenient for keeping things cold or frozen consistently when you need them to be. Now, when we first set this up, we decided we were going to use the extension handle and the wheels so we could lug it around. That was super convenient. I'll tell a story about that a little later. But because I've tried it a long time now with everything set up like this, we're actually going to take the handle off the wheels and we're going to put the side handle back on, and we're going to use it like that for a while. I'm just going to show you how easy it is to install. We got the wheels off, we got the feet off. I just put the two screws that originally came out of here, where that wheel bracket was, back in. We're gonna leave this handle on because it doesn't really need to come off, because we're gonna put the other carry handle right here. And as long as I feel I have enough room, I'm not gonna worry about taking this handle off. Okay, we got the handle on, it's pretty easy. Now we got to make it look nice and put these caps on here. So they kind of thought of everything. Just got to line them up. There's one. And there's two. Looks like we got good range on the handles here. I don't think this will be an issue. Yeah, the handle only comes up this high, and this doesn't hit it. So we're okay there. Everyone likes story time, so let me tell you a little bit of a story on how we use this on our last road trip. So for this road trip, we took my GMC Sierra AT4. You may have seen it on the channel if you've watched other videos. We had a lot of room in the cab to fit this. We wanted to keep some drinks cold for the ride down. Came in super handy. We plugged it in using the 12-volt adapter, kept it on eco mode. It kept everything nice and cool all the way there, and it was quite a long road trip, about 7 hours, almost non-stop. I could tell it wasn't working too hard either because there wasn't much heat coming out of the compressor area here, so that was nice. So we got to our destination after the 7-hour drive. I decided I'd unplug it and leave it in the truck for a while because we had a bunch of stuff to do. It was still middle of the afternoon, and I wanted to see if it would maintain its temperature. There was nothing that was gonna go bad in there. It was just drinks, and it did well, because when we got to the hotel room and then plugged it into AC power with the adapter right here, you just plug the 12-volt into this here, and then you have AC power. When we plugged it into the hotel room, it barely had to kick on to get back to temperature. This thing really held the temperature well without being plugged in for several hours. And in the cab of the truck, it was quite warm from our drive. One thing I wanted to point out though is this adapter, you want to make sure it's pushed in all the way, because even if it sits off just a little bit, you'll see that it doesn't work. So you got to make sure it's in tight. But you see it wants to bounce back a little bit. Just keep an eye on that, because if you snagged onto this cord or gently tugged it, you might lose power just like I did there. So you want to make sure that that's nice and tight. It could just be the spring in mine is extra springy. Otherwise you could put, a piece of tape around there to hold it, but Mine didn't let loose, but I just noticed there's a tendency that that could happen. Now, if you happen to be a Canadian and you travel to the US like I do quite frequently, you'd know that there's a lot of items available in the United States that we do not have in Canada. So my wife was in her glory. We packed this thing to the brim with things that we just couldn't get at home that needed to be chilled to bring back this way. So fast forward 3 days later, we are ready to leave, come back home to Canada. I had a lot of cargo to bring back with me. The back of the truck inside the cab was gonna be too full with shopping. The wife really hurt me on that trip, but I got my wheels, so it was kind of the trade-off. We ended up putting this back in the box of the truck, and I didn't plug it in because this is a review after all. I wanted to see if it could hold temperature, and I checked it in between our stops for a 7-hour drive back, and I was ready to plug it in had I needed to, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna plug it in. I'm just gonna leave it and see if for 7 hours it will hold the temperature of the goods inside. Now, it was a little cooler out that day, which is fine, but this is insulated so well that it acts as a really good cooler and not just a fridge freezer combo, because we made it all the way back home with no power, and everything that was frozen stayed frozen, and everything that needed to be cooled stayed cooled. I did check on it just to be sure, because my wife would be really upset if I spoiled any of the things we were trying to bring back, because some of it you wouldn't want to unthaw and then refreeze again. But it did well, so I was really happy about that. Now that you got through that story, let's talk about some of the main highlights I love about this cooler, in case you missed them before. First, we have this awesome, super easy to remove, reversible lid. If you didn't like it the other way, you can love it that way. And this is the 45D, which means it holds 45 quarts of whatever you need to keep cool or frozen. And it's got a handy LED light, very helpful. You've also got this great slide-in divider. This thing's smart. As soon as you put it in, it knows that you have dual zones. See how that just turned on? So you can do a lot of different combinations. You can go crazy and go fridge on this side, freezer on this side, or freezer on this side, fridge on this side. Maybe you want it to be fridge on this side a certain temperature and fridge on this side a certain temperature, or freezer one temp, freezer another temp, or get really crazy and go all fridge or all freezer. And if you just want to keep stuff organized, you got this rack here, so it can be used on any of the sides here, wherever you want to put it. And you can use it in conjunction with the divider or without. It'll help keep some things organized. Of course, you have this setting here for max or eco mode. If you put it on max, it will draw the maximum amount of current and get this thing to cool down as fast as possible. But if you're worried about draining your battery, just put it on eco mode. It actually does pretty good. If you're interested in learning more about SetPower's products, head over to setpowerusa.com. They ship to Canada and the US. Check out their products. If you want one of these, put in the promo code DonsLife, save yourself 12%. If you like today's video, hit that like button. Please consider subscribing, and hopefully the next time you see me with this freezer, I'll have it on my boat.